All right, everybody. So I don't know. I haven't done this in forever, and I'm kind of juggling several things here at the same time. We're on the Scaricon Facebook page. We're on the Paranormal Reality TV Facebook page. We're on the Paranormal Reality TV YouTube page. So there's a whole bunch of places that we're streaming to right now. I hope they're all working. I'm really, really hoping that's the case because we've got some important stuff to talk about. And I'm going to bring my good friend and the host of this event I'm about to talk about, Mandy from Ghost Sisters, into the mix here. Mandy looks like she's working on something very serious right there. Are you working on something very serious right now?
I was about to share everything over to Ghost Sisters.
Oh, you still can. You can do that. I can hold down the fort for just a second. So for those of you who are just joining this live stream, what we're going to be talking about tonight, is something that's coming up in a couple weeks. In fact, it's 2 weeks from tonight. That's how soon this is happening. And we're talking about a celebrity ghost hunt. We're going to be ghost hunting a first-time location. It's a place that had some tremendous reports of paranormal activity. There's one story in particular we're going to get to and have some conversation about that's pretty spine-chilling. But it's the Hotel Syracuse in downtown Syracuse, New York. Now, it happens to be the site of an event that I'm involved with called Scaricon. The Scaricon event's been going on for a long time. It was started in 2011. It did take a break because of the COVID situation, but it is back. It is being run by my daughter, Alex, and actually she married a filmmaker, and his company is called Fuzz on the Lens. Michael and Jason Levy and their team have partnered with Alex and our team, and they are bringing Scaricon back. And it is coming up September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now, the night before Scaricon itself opens, which would be September 4th, is a Thursday. Again, it's 2 weeks from tonight. We are going to have a special celebrity ghost hunt of the Hotel Syracuse. It has never been investigated thoroughly or significantly before. So this will be the first time that we actually have some serious paranormal people there, plus a bunch of you. I know we've already sold a lot of tickets to this ghost hunt, but there's room for more because we have the entire 10th floor to investigate with no other people around, no contamination, and we're going to be fully immersed on the 10th floor of the Hotel Syracuse, and we're going to be having a great time. And Mandy is going to be leading the ceremonies here. Mandy, of course, from Ghost Sisters. Mandy, have you ever been to Syracuse, New York, let alone the Hotel Syracuse?
No.
Do you know?
Pretty big, though.
Do you know where it is on a map? I just have you look just to see where it is. Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Well, all I can say is you had better be there by 2 weeks from tonight, the 4th of September, because this ghost hunt thing is a first time for Scaricon. Obviously not a first time for you, not a first time for me. But now it looks like Mandy froze. Are you still there? Because your video's frozen.
Yes, I'm here.
What is going on? What is happening over there? I've been telling Mandy for like 3 years now, we got to get into her studio. We got to set up some stuff so this stuff doesn't happen to her. It's just completely frozen. There's just nothing happening.
That is the craziest
thing. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect you and let you reconnect so that that'll go away. Hopefully we can get you back in here. Listen, folks, if you've got comments as this is going on, please feel free to jump in. We've got, like I said, several streams going here at the same time. YouTube, a couple on Facebook, a couple different places. So if I don't see your comments right away, just keep throwing them up there, and hopefully I will be able to catch them. Good to see everybody jumping into the Paranormal Reality TV YouTube page. I haven't seen a lot of you folks in a very long time, and it's really, really nice to see you. For those of you who don't know what I've been up to, in the meantime, I've been working with my good friend Jason Hawes from Ghost Hunters and all the other projects that he's been involved with. And we've been out filming investigation videos that span a whole bunch of different locations. And we post them on the Jason Hawes YouTube channel. There's probably 35 of them up there now that we've done in the course of the last year. Check them out when you get a chance, because we've done some really cool locations. The next one to post is the Jenny Wade House, which is in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So check that out when you get a second. Are you back with me live? No, she's not. She's not back yet. Oh, maybe she is back yet. Now she's moving. Are you there? Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right, good.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've never had this with my phone and my MacBook.
There's some weird stuff going on. So what happened when Mandy connected to me? She turned her phone off because she didn't want it making noise during the course of the broadcast. And as soon as she turned it off, we lost all of her audio. Somehow her MacBook has connected to her phone, and her phone is acting as the microphone for her MacBook. Very weird. It's one of the reasons I don't use Macs. I stick with PCs. I get there's a trade-off both ways, but I know how to use a PC. I just don't know how to help her out because I'm not a Mac guy. I don't understand. Anyway.
Neither's my husband.
Well, are we got to do one of two things? Either we got to get you on a PC where I can help you, or we got to get Chris trained in dealing with the Mac so he can help you. One of the two things has got to happen here. Anyway, let's talk about ghost hunting. So, Mandy, it was about 3 months ago, I think it was, when we came up with this great idea because Kane Hodder, who, if you don't know who Kane Hodder is, he was a stuntman for a very, very long time. And then he became an actor in his own right, and he starred in things like Friday the 13th. He played Jason Voorhees in many of those films. He was in the Victor Crowley / Hatchet series of films. He played Victor Crowley, who is another notorious hacker, slayer, slasher, developed by Adam Green. He's been in those. He's been in a ton of stuff. But he also is an avid ghost hunter, and he started a group called Hollywood Ghost Hunters. And he and a couple of other actors have gone out and done some investigations. I think they had some real plans on making it a YouTube channel and doing a whole bunch of things. But sadly, the three of them, there's three guys, are all so busy that they don't get out and do this as much. And you can see there, Kane is in the middle. R.A. Mieloff is on the right of that picture, and Rich McCallum is on the left. Those three guys together are Hollywood Ghost Hunters. But anyway, knowing that Kane was coming to this event, and knowing that he's an avid ghost hunter, and knowing that there are some really cool stories at the Hotel Syracuse, where the event is going to be held, Scaricon, we said, hey, why not put a group together and do a ghost hunt of that 10th floor of the hotel with Kane, with you, Mandy, because you were coming to the event anyway, and we'll make it a really cool thing that has never been done in Syracuse before. So that's what's happening, and you were quick to jump on. You're like, oh hell yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah. I can't pass up that opportunity.
Yeah, well, you're going to be the master of ceremonies. Kane and I are going to be there for the eye candy, and you're going to run things. And I think you've enlisted your husband, Chris, to help you run things. But we've got a group of like 50 or so, maybe even more at this point, that are going to be jumping up to the 10th floor and spending a few hours doing some ghost hunting. Now, tell me a little bit, Mandy, with a group that big, and you've worked with groups like this before, what types of things do you envision us doing? I know you like using a spirit box. You've got a device called the ink box. I know you've got stuff that you like to use. With a group that size, what do you think you're going to do?
I'm probably going to have to bring a few more things that I usually don't take. I'm going to bring a REM pod. Of course, I'm going to bring my ink box, a recorder, some cat balls. With a group that big, we're just going to have to break off into teams if possible, because you can't have that many people in one spot trying to do, investigate. I mean, you can, but it's better to separate. I think I'm just going to have to wait and see how many people's actually there. And, maybe 15 with you, 15 with me, 15 with Kane, and see how it goes. Or 20.
Yeah.
And I don't know how big this upstairs is. I don't know how much grounds we're going to be covering. So yeah, I won't know till I really get there.
Yeah. Well, this is a picture of the Hotel Syracuse. It's now a Marriott, but you can see that 10th floor is the very top floor over there with the very large windows. And you can see that the building is kind of divided into three sections. You can't see it there, but there's, it's all connected. And we've got that whole 10th floor to investigate. And one of the things that's really cool about this investigation and what we're going to be doing, before I go much further, I know people, are popping in and out of here. I just want to tell you, if this intrigues you at all, go to scaricon.com. That's Scarecon, SCAREACON.com, and you'll get more information about this ghost hunt, plus the event itself. I mean, the whole event is pretty amazing. There's going to be a couple dozen celebrities, a lot of vendors, film screenings like crazy, some really cool film screenings, particularly if you're interested in horror films. A lot of great stuff going on at Scarecon. So in addition to the ghost hunt, there's all that other stuff. So Scarecon.com is the place to go to get more information. So back to the story here about the Hotel Syracuse. Staff have been reporting, many of them are afraid to go up on the 10th floor by themselves because it is so haunted.
What?
Yes. And one of the stories that's been very, very common about reports from the Hotel Syracuse is the story of the Lady in Blue. Now, the Hotel Syracuse was built, I think it was 1924. I may be wrong about the date, but it was around there. And it was one of these grand downtown hotels that most prosperous cities throughout the United States, particularly in New York State, built to accommodate the commerce and travel that was going on in their city at the time. Now, Syracuse had a lot of really cool startup companies. One of them was the Carrier Corporation. The guy who invented air conditioning did it in Syracuse and built his company in Syracuse called the Carrier Corp. It's gone now. It's not there now, but it was there at the time. So all this business, all this activity leads to building a hotel as grand as this one. And when you see it, the inside is just absolutely incredible. But on the 10th floor, they built a giant ballroom. It takes up one of those whole towers with those big windows. That's a ballroom. And in that ballroom, there have been reports of this lady wearing a blue dress. She's seen often. She seems sad. And I'm just going to put this up here really, really quickly. But this is a post from a year ago that was on Reddit. This person, I don't know if it's a girl or guy, says, I used to work at the Hotel Syracuse at the front desk. There are various ghost stories about the place, most of which I don't believe because I'm a skeptic. That's fair. One that has stayed with me, though, is the lady in blue. Lady in the blue dress on the 11th floor. Now, it's the 10th floor. It's not the 11th. So I don't know if they've made a change because it's been renovated since then. This person says, I don't know her story, but people say she haunts the grand ballroom. Well, I'm skeptical. There's one thing that happened that I genuinely can't make sense of. One night, I had two auditors at the front desk. They kept getting phone calls from the house phone on that 11th floor, or in this case, the 10th floor. So nobody's up there. There are no guest rooms on this floor, and they're getting phone calls at the front desk from the floor. It was a woman that kept asking, what time is it? What day is it? Eventually, one of the auditors asked the woman what room she was in, and she replied 116. They didn't have a room 116. So curious and concerned, one of the auditors called security and asked them to check the top floor. They went up, had a look around. They didn't see anyone at the time, but while security was on the floor near the house phone, the front desk got another call from that phone asking, what day is it? Now, the security didn't see anybody at the phone, so it was obviously a phantom call coming from that phone. Now, this person, somewhere along the way, got a photo. Here's the photo. This is the grand ballroom, and that is a picture of the lady in blue, lady in the blue dress. Can you see that, Mandy?
Yes. It looks like she has black hair.
Yeah. There have been a bunch.
Kinda.
There have been a bunch of different descriptions of this. In fact, one person analyzed it this way. It looks like there's two ghosts, a woman on her knees and a small boy close to the camera with a 1920s or 30s haircut. They're both looking upward. It might be a mother and her son. The feeling this person got was there's absolutely, I don't know what they mean by this was blank, absolutely nothing. Whatever happened to them didn't happen to them at the hotel. So this is one of the hauntings and one of the spirits we're going to be looking for during the celebrity ghost hunt at the Hotel Syracuse on September 4th, 2 weeks from tonight. Now, I don't know about you, but when I read the description of the phone calls coming from the floor that no one was on to the front desk asking what time it is and what day it is, I got chills down my spine when I read that.
Creepy.
I mean, it is, right? It is very, very creepy.
It is.
So based on that, we've got this giant ballroom that we're going to be putting some equipment out, and we're going to be investigating. And you're right about dividing people up. It's going to be a fairly large group of people, but we have the whole floor. There are a whole bunch of different rooms in addition to the grand ballroom that we can spread out in. But I'm excited to see what we can catch up there.
I know. So JV, I'm assuming there's a bunch of like hotel rooms and stuff up there.
No, there are no hotel rooms on that
like,
floor. The only thing on that floor is a giant ballroom and a bunch of smaller function rooms. Like there's a giant ballroom. There's like a small, like a wedding reception kind of room, and then there are a bunch of breakout rooms throughout that floor. So no, there are no guest rooms. We will not be interfering with guests, and they won't be interfering with us.
No, I just thought there might have been empty rooms or something up there. Maybe it was just
it may have been, Mandy. It may have been. I don't know the history so well that I can tell you with any certainty whether there were rooms up there at any point in its history. Maybe in 1924 when it was built, they did have rooms up there, and they subsequently didn't when the person who wrote about the Lady in Blue was writing about it a few years ago. So I don't know what that history is. So it could have had rooms at one point. I can say that.
Has it? So it has been. Has it been investigated before?
I think there have been some. What I call, not amateur groups. I don't mean to say it that way. There have been some people who have just kind of stumbled their way up to that floor and done a few things, but nothing coordinated, nothing using serious techniques. We'll be the first, Mandy. Now, as you said, it's difficult with a lot of people to do a serious investigation, but I know that we're going to have a lot of people that are serious about it. And I have found in those types of groups and those types of settings, you can come away with some pretty cool stuff, whether it's EVP or an odd photograph or some video or interesting hits on it, whether it's a spirit box, an ink box, or some other device. So despite the numbers, we should be able to come away with some type of evidence or something we can talk about after the fact.
Mm-hmm. We just have to make sure everyone takes a lot of pictures. I mean, you never know what somebody might, capture. And I could, I do have that 3D SLS camera, but I don't know about bringing it because there's just going to be probably too many people. But they'd find that interesting, I think.
I mean, that's up to you as to what equipment you want to bring or not. But a lot of what's going to be going on here, in addition to the ghost hunt itself, is you're going to be demonstrating for people different techniques and different things that they can do. So, you might want to keep that in mind. You may not want to use stuff the whole time, but you may want to show people how to use something like that or something else so that, again, it's a bit educational in addition to being interesting.
Yeah, I haven't been using my SLS too much. Just every now and then.
So I also want to play here. This is I'm sorry. I haven't done this in so long. I got to look at the software and remember how to do it. I know. Okay. Hold on just one second. I need Mandy to be able to hear this when I play it. So I got to make sure that's done. All right. So this is just a quick video Kane did. I don't think he mentions the ghost hunt because we may not have decided to do it at that when he filmed this, but I just want to share this with you.
Hey everybody, Kane here. I wanted to make sure that people know we're going back to Scaricon in Syracuse. It was a fun show. I always loved that city, and they're bringing it back, so we're going to be there September 5th weekend, and I hope everybody comes out because I've missed this show while it's been gone, and it'll be great to be back in the city and having a lot of fun with a lot of good friends. Some good guests are going to be at the show, so please support bringing back Scaricon to Syracuse. Show up or else.
Yeah, you see those eyes at the end there? He's serious. He's all business.
He is serious.
You know what? I have known Kane forever, and I'll go to other conventions, and Kane will call me over, whatever. Or if I don't happen to see, he'll sneak up on me and he'll put me in a chokehold. He's a very intimidating guy, and I'm like, oh, Kane, don't hurt me. You don't hurt me. Have you ever seen?
So, JZ, what will you be bringing?
You know what? I probably won't be bringing anything, Mandy. Only because I'm going to be so immersed in running Scaricon itself, and I've got so much stuff to worry about there. What I might have a camera or something like that. Maybe a digital recorder that I can easily bring with me. But beyond that, it's going to be a little bit hectic for me, and I'm looking forward to this kind of getaway here Thursday night to be able to go up and join you, Kane, and everyone else who's going to be joining us there and doing this just to get out of the craziness of setting up the event. Because as you can imagine, these are quite a large undertaking, and it requires a lot of work and effort and a lot of people to get them ready. So this will be my escape Thursday night. So I probably won't be bringing too much ghost hunting equipment, but I am so excited to see if we can get any evidence of the lady in the blue dress, because so many people have talked about this woman. Oh yeah, Alex is in one of our chats here, and she says, "Remember flashlights." Yeah, flashlights are probably a good idea too. But again, you don't want 50 people all shining their flashlights all over the place. So we're gonna set some ground rules before we get started up there on how to use stuff and what the best way to respect everybody else's efforts too. So I mean, it can be a little bit chaotic, Mandy, as you know, having that many people try to do this together.
Yes. I think basically I'm just going to have the basics, just a few REM pods, cat balls, just my spirit boxes, maybe one or two. Because, you never know. We might actually hear a disembodied voice while we're up there.
Yeah.
If we can get people to be quiet, you never know.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people in one area, so I don't know.
Back in the early days of Ghost Hunters, we used to do these events, and we would have 500 people at a location. And we would do 500 one night and another 500 the next night. And it'd be a place like the Mount Washington Hotel or the Stanley Hotel, so it'd be a rather large location. Now, this is a hotel too, but we only have one floor of this hotel to investigate. In these other cases, we'd have the whole place. So we were able to spread out a lot, but still, it's a lot of people to fit in any location. And so I'm kind of used to being able to, but people are pretty respectful, Mandy. As they know how to be quiet. They know how to sit there silently and let, someone do an EVP session or whatever it is. So I'm pretty excited and optimistic that we have a good shot at catching something.
Me too. I'm with you, JV.
So I asked you before, but then you wanted to talk about something else. Have you ever seen any of these Friday the 13th movies with Kane Hodder in them?
Listen, I have been watching these shows since I was a little girl.
Have you really?
My mother, look, we'd go trick-or-treating. We would come home and we would be allowed to sit there with popcorn and eat our candy. I'm talking 9 and 10 and watch all the scary movies, and he was one of them.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
that Friday the 13th was definitely one.
That's awesome.
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I think there's like 9 or maybe 10 of those movies now. I think there's that old saying, jump the shark. Maybe they kind of jumped the shark when it was it Freddy and Jason went to space or something? I don't even know. I lost track.
Yeah.
There are people that love those movies, and I don't mean to be insulting of them because they're, I like a lot of really bad movies. There's some of my favorite movies are really bad movies. But I just, sometimes.
I still get creeped out.
Don't
you?
Yeah.
When it
sure.
comes on and you hear that noise in the background.
That one? Yeah.
I mean, because think about, there could, someone out there wearing a mask and going around doing crazy things to people. Just the thought of that alone.
That's the difference between that kind of horror movie, particularly the first Friday the 13th, and these other supernatural ones. When it's about somebody, a person who's just gone off the deep end and is killing almost indiscriminately, that's scarier than anything that Hollywood can come up with, in my book. I mean, it really is. And that very first one, if you remember, the very first Friday the 13th, the killer wasn't Jason Voorhees. The killer was his mom. Remember? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She was killing everybody.
That was creepy.
Yeah. She was killing everybody. Spoiler alert. She was killing everybody because the counselors of that camp had let her son drown in the lake. Yeah.
Then
So
he comes out when that girl's
then
out there on the boat.
then at the very end, when you think the movie's over, and I remember this, I was in the theater watching this as a kid, and you think the movie's over, and all of a sudden, coming out of the lake is this partial, looks like a decomposed body of a boy, and he grabs the girl and pulls her into the water. Yeah, that was scary. That was very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, again, my daughter, she's running the event. She says, I advise to watch the movie Stream before attending the event. That'll give you an experience you never forget. Okay, so her husband, Jason Levy, and his brother, Michael Levy, they are the brain trust that makes up Fuzz on the Lens Productions. There's some other people involved, Jamie and Marcus and Steve. There's a group of them, and they've done some really good work, including the Terrifier films. If you've seen the Art the Clown movies, there's been 3 of them now. They are doing really, really well. But this team has also put together a movie called Stream, and it's been out for about 6 months now, maybe a little longer. I don't remember exactly when I went to the premiere. You guys went with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we were there too.
I don't
Good movie.
When
Really
was that? When did we do that?
like a year and a half ago.
Was it that long ago? No.
I think.
No.
Yeah,
Was it?
I think so.
Alex, when did Stream premiere? When did we do that? She's going to have to tell me in chat. Anyway, Alex recommends you watch the film before you come to Scaricon. We are showing it at Scaricon. It was just about a year ago. Yeah, just about a year ago. We are showing Stream at Scaricon, so if you haven't seen it, you'll get a chance to see it then. Have you seen, Mandy, have you seen any of the Hell House movies?
I probably have, JV. I love horror movies.
Okay. All right. So when you and I first started to talk about working together and stuff like that, you had said to me, someone suggested that you go and film or investigate Hell House. Remember that? And I said, Mandy,
yes.
that's a movie. Well,
Yes, yeah.
Well, the place exists. The people that own it, I think, and I'm just going to give you my opinion here. I think they're just capitalizing on the success of the movies. I don't think they genuinely have a haunted location, and I've heard some things that support that. But I have not investigated, so I can't tell you for sure. But anyway, the Hell House movies, the new one, brand new film. It has had a theatrical release, but it hasn't been seen anywhere else, and we're showing it at Scaricon. So if you've seen any of the Hell House movies and you like that franchise, the new one will make a sneak peek premiere at Scaricon. You'll be able to see it. All these film screenings are free with your admission to Scaricon. There's no additional charge to see any of this stuff. There's going to be like 100 movies shown at Scaricon. So,
wow.
Yeah. So the Hell House ones, remember down in the basement, they had the creepy clowns, and they'd like walk by and they'd be in one position. Then they walk by again, they're in a different position. You're like, oh crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap. That clown's going to do something nasty. Yeah. That's the Hell House film.
Speaking of clowns, JV, I still have that clown from Cooper Hill.
Oh, the one that moved?
Yes.
Okay, so those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, Mandy and Paranormal Reality TV, me and my team members collaborated at a place called Cooper Hill. It was in Missouri, right? If I got that right. Mm-hmm. And we had a problem. We would normally live stream our investigations, but we couldn't there because the internet they had just was not. Yes, Tony, this is live. Because the internet they had there was not robust enough for us to do the live stream, so we filmed it. And one of the things that happened, it was overnight, right? We had one of our security cameras in a room that had a dresser on it, and there was a clown sitting there. Now that clown had been there all day and all night until about 4 a.m. All of a sudden, you see the clown lean forward and almost look like it's jumping off the dresser to the floor. And the funny thing is we didn't know about it. And the next day we're walking around and one of us, I don't remember even who did it, said, why is this clown down here on the floor? And picked it up and put it back. And then we reviewed the footage and we saw the clown basically leaning forward and basically jumping off the dresser. And you have that clown with you? Like you have it at the house?
Yes.
Has it done anything since then?
No.
Wow.
I've had REM pods around it. I've had cat balls around it. Nothing.
It must be that the energy at the location was fueling it, because there was no question to me that thing had moved on its own. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Moved on its own.
Mhm.
Wow.
That place was active.
Yeah, it was very active. It was a cool place. I wish we could have live streamed that investigation, but I don't know. Maybe next time we'll be able to go and they'll have better internet. We can actually do it. That would be cool. You got better internet. How's that working for you?
It's better. Yeah.
I was telling you for years to get that. Chris and I try to game and he keeps lagging out on me and I'm like, Chris, come on.
Yeah, he finally gave in.
Good. All right. Well, listen, folks, we don't
now
want
we just have to get a better Xbox.
Well, that's next. Yes, that'll be next. We don't want to keep everybody here too long. Again, this was we just wanted to talk a little bit about what's coming up in 2 weeks from tonight. There's a very exciting and large and fun event. It's called Scaricon. It's starting 2 weeks from tomorrow night, Friday. But the night before it opens, we're doing a celebrity ghost hunt at the Hotel Syracuse. Mandy is going to be leading it for us. I'll be one of the quote-unquote celebrities, and we've got Kane Hodder, who is the major celebrity, that'll be joining us for the ghost hunt. We'll be looking for the lady in the blue dress. Reports of her ghost and her haunting have been rampant in the Hotel Syracuse for a lot of years. We have the whole 10th floor to ourselves, and we'll be spending several hours up there investigating as much as we can and as best we can for anybody who wants to join us. The tickets are available at scaricon.com. Just remember to put the E in Scaricon. It's scaricon.com. You can see it there as it scrolls across the screen. And when you buy a ticket for the ghost hunt, it gives you admission to the whole event all weekend long. And it is going to be a great event with tons of film screenings. There are parties. There are vendors. There are a lot of celebrities. And you can see those celebrities on the website as well. Anything you want to add, Mandy, before we cut this one off?
I'm happy to go and have the opportunity to be there.
Yeah,
so
Mandy,
looking forward to seeing anyone who's going.
Yeah, Mandy's going to be jumping in the car. I think you guys are leaving like a day early, so you have plenty of time to get there from her house in Ohio. Driving to Syracuse, New York, and getting ready for this. She'll be leading the ghost hunt, and then she and her husband, Chris, are going to be around all weekend helping out. You'll get a chance to meet her if you want to. She might be sitting at a table at some point, but generally she's going to be running around helping out. I know she and Chris have volunteered to do whatever we need them to do. So you'll be able to meet Mandy. How are the rest of the Ghost Sisters doing? Anyway, I haven't seen much of those guys.
Doing good. Chastity, she's been, running her business and helping me with events. We've been doing events here lately. And so she's been helping out.
Cool. Good. And Bobby Joe?
Oh, Bobby Joe. Well, Bobby Joe had some issues with her boyfriend. He was in the hospital for about 3 months.
Oh, geez.
So, he was in a coma. He
oh,
hit
my
his head.
goodness. Ouch.
And yeah, he came out of it, so he's doing really good. He's home now.
Good.
So she's kind of been helping take care of him. So
good to hear. Select Tastical said, "Did you really forget about your other sister, Mandy?" Oh man. Anyway, sorry I couldn't be.
Go with me that much.
Sorry I couldn't be super active in chat, but like I said, we have a bunch of different chat rooms running at the same time, and I haven't done this in a while, so I have to kind of focus and concentrate. Once again, for the last time, Mandy's going to be leading the ghost hunt, the celebrity ghost hunt that we're doing Thursday night before Scaricon opens. It's 2 weeks from tonight. You can get more information at the website you see at the bottom of the screen. It's scaricon.com. It's a great event all weekend long. The ghost hunt will be Thursday night with me, Kane Hodder, and it'll all be led by Mandy from Ghost Sisters. So, you ready to do it? We got 2 weeks.
I'm ready.
All right.
I can't wait.
Perfect. Mandy, thanks for joining me thanks to everybody who has joined live and to everybody who's watched this after the fact, because obviously it'll be around so people can check it out if they didn't get to see it live. And we will see all of you at Scaricon. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you, guys.